Hello and welcome to Southern California Water and Power. I'm your host, Dwight Cromie. Today we'll be speaking with David Shankle, the Executive Vice President of the National Electrical Contractors Association, NECA. NECA, along with the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and the LMC Labor Management Cooperation Committee, once again donated over $3,000 in gift cards, movies, video games, and more to the Loma Linda Children's Hospital. Welcome, David.
Thank you, Dwight.
David, I understand you've been doing this for years. Why do you do this?
We've been doing it for about 7 years, and we think it's a good cause for something in the community to help give back to our local community.
Is there any reason that you chose Loma Linda, or is just Loma Linda one of the hospitals that you service?
We've worked with Loma Linda a lot over the years. Years ago, we gave them child safety plug caps. We've done a lot of work in Loma Linda. They've used our contractors a lot, so we decided Loma Linda would be the perfect fit for this program.
Can you tell me, I understand the program was started by an IBEW member about 7 years ago. What was do you know what his initial motivation was, or what is your current motivation to doing this?
Yes, the IBEW electrician, he had a child that was in the dialysis unit. So he had familiarity with it. He went up there, his child was on the dialysis, and he saw all the other children that were up there. And that's why he decided he needed to do something for them at Christmas time.
I probably should explain that David's organization is supporting the Loma Linda Children's Hospital, Children's Dialysis Center. David, what do these video movies and games do for the children? How does it help them?
Well, when they're on dialysis, they're there for hours. They're just sitting there. They don't get to run around. They don't get to even get up and move around. So they can sit there and watch the TVs, they watch the movies, they can play the games. They can't get up and do interactive games like a Wii or anything like that, but they can play the games, watch the movies, and it makes the time go by a lot quicker for them instead of them thinking about what they're doing at the time.
Well, no, this year you gave them games. Last year you actually gave them the game systems, correct?
Yes, we did.
That's great. You also give them, each child, a $75 gift certificate to a local store like Target. What is that for?
Well, it's for them to go out and buy a gift for themselves. We had a little girl this year that was really excited, and she actually took the money and bought all of her siblings gifts. So that was a nice thing to see, too.
Now, do you have any personal attachment to the Children's Center or any personal history with dialysis?
Well, not really to the Children's Center, but my brother was on dialysis. He started when he was 16 years old, so they called that a juvenile dialysis. And it's changed a lot, but it's still pretty much they have to lay in there, have their blood washed for about a 4 to 5 hour, 6 hour session. So it's a very hard thing for them to do. It drains their energy, and for a child, it's even tougher to sit there for 5 or 6 hours. And like I said, that's why we give these movies to help them bide the time as they're running their dialysis.
It's a very nice philanthropic thing to do, especially from your organizations. Would you encourage other organizations to follow what you're doing? Because today, in this region, I know that the nonprofits aren't getting their fair share of philanthropic dollars, but this seems pretty nice from you guys.
I appreciate that. And yes, I think that any organization should go out and help the community they make their living in. And this was just one of, as you know, thousands of them out there that we chose. But there's a lot of them out there that don't have sponsors like this, and they do need the sponsors. So yeah, I think it would be great if all businesses looked at something like this.
Now, I understand you're also involved with the Inland Empire Burn Institute. Can you tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Burn Institute?
We've worked with them for a while. We sponsor many of their events. And the electrical industry, a lot of our injuries are burn, so we do have a common focus there. So we work with the Burn Institute. We help them provide them space and things like that, anything we can do to help them out, because we think it's a great cause also.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
I hope you, along with NECA, IBEW, and the LMCC, support charities like this, as they need all the assistance they can get. Thank you for watching this edition of Southern California Water and Power. I'm your host, Dwight Cromie.